This episode is a Mickey Mouse operation. You're in the Playhouse. Welcome to the Playhouse. I'm Uncle Paul, and it's time for a very special hellos. Hello to Nick, the record lover, Matthew Street, Beatly Tone, Dave Sundstrom, Brendan Snyder, Beetle Dave, Beetle Brad, Jerome Luby, Safe and Sound Texas Audio Excursion, Johnny P. from Kentucky, Beetle Destino, Sarah Palmer, Ron Gilday, Rosie and Gary C., Clifford and Susan, Jennifer, Kelly, first generation fan Mr. Winston O'Boogie. Now, if you'd like a special hello, we'd like to dedicate a special hello, please leave it in the comments below and we will say it in a future episode. And that's our very special hellos for today. All right, as usual, today we have something very special in the Playhouse, the world of Disney collecting. And we know how many are very passionate about that. Oh, well, this is our castle, okay, because we of the Disney. This comes from Frozen, for people that really aficionados of that. And but I see it's haunted. This is funny. The Disney castle is haunted by Kooky Spookys, and they came from 1968, made by Hasbro. Right? And we just thought we'd show these. These have nothing to do with Disney, but we wanted to work them into a Playhouse episode. But Kooky Spookys are extremely desirable and collectible to find. And of course, that's the Playhouse wants to share one in its original packaging. Okay, these were from 1968, and this is Tina Terror, again made by Hasbro, and they're just cute little finger puppets that each came because of the period. Like she's holding a love sign. The Kooky Spookys, they were a bunch of hippies at the same time. That's why I think they're hanging out at the Playhouse. But a lot of fun. And the main point too is, and these still glow from 1968. If you hold these under a light for a few minutes, they all glow in the dark. I remember juggling with the Kooky Spookys. But to Disney memorabilia now. All right, so we're going to start with some bendies, which we love, from 1968. Right, we have, of course, Mickey and Donald, and these are your standard fun little bendies. And we do have usually bendies always came with smaller counterparts. And we have Donald's counterpart, and we have Mickey, but I think he ran away from the Playhouse. Well, maybe if we see Mickey, he'll come back. But yes, so these are cute. Enjoy these. And in the Peanuts episode that we did, we talked about Mattel Skididdlers. We showed our Charlie Brown Skididdlers. By the way, the Playhouse recently obtained the Lucy Skididdler. So I want to thank Susan and Clifford for that. And so this is Donald Duck. And there's Mickey. He's causing havoc. Let's show Mickey, because he's running around the castle. But here's the little counterpart to the larger Mickey, Bendable. And again, these are from 1968, or at least that's when the Playhouse got them. All right, back to Donald. This is a Skididdler, and again from Mattel. And you put a little thing in their back, and we're going to do a little demonstration and make Donald walk. Okay, so we rolled it. Donald takes a stroll. He's very happy. And then they had here's the Goofy Skididdler. He's holding up nice. And because these were actually played with. So Goofy's going to go for a walk. Lots of fun, Skididdlers. Now, the Drinking Bird has one of our two Disney glasses because he's very thirsty. I'm going to show you this. Now, this is a 1939 Walt Disney All-Stars Parade drinking glass. Now, I've done a lot of research, so if Playhouse members can help me out with this, I'd love to hear from them. Like, wow, is this glass really from 1939, or was it something that they made later on as a collector piece? But as far as every research I've done, everyone says that these glasses are from 1939. So here's a nice orange one, because the drinking bird is drinking out of the red one, but they're both basically both the same. Well, you know the Playhouse loves lunchboxes. So we're just going to show 5 of them to you that are all Disney related, of course. But this one has a lot of stories to tell. This was made by Aladdin. And of course, it's at the Dome, which we've talked about. And we're going to do many lunchbox episodes in the future. We've done one already. But this is Aladdin. Now, this lunchbox is the biggest selling lunchbox in lunchbox history. It was available from 1961 to 1993. That's a long time. And I might have that year wrong, though. But I know it was available for at least 10 years, where, normally a lunchbox would be on the shelf for a year or two. Right? So I'm sorry if I got the wrong one. But it definitely is the best-selling lunchbox in history. So, meaning you will find this many times in the collecting world. And of course, Disney issued a lot of different types of lunchboxes, just like we're going to show you here, mainly just to their movies generally. So this one is from Aladdin as well, for the Jungle Book. Very nice. We love the embossed great graphics on these. Now this is from an anniversary from Walt Disney World, depicting Mickey and Donald. Again, also from Aladdin. And on the back, you have the bears there. Which, someone tell me the name of the bears for me again in the comments. I love reading the comments, by the way. I try and respond to each and every comment that people write, okay? And it is Uncle Paul, all right? There's no staff here doing that. I want you to know, if I respond to the comment, it's me. Okay. So here's Robin Hood from Aladdin as well. Fun box, and always embossed. And then we have one more to show you. Another movie, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Yeah, again, fun to have if you have a nice lunchbox collection. All right, he means a lot to me. Yeah, I did my first Winnie the Pooh. And I probably stopped sleeping with him last night. No, I was about 14 or 15. But I like to keep him out. And he was very well loved. I probably got him when I was about 6 or so. All right, Pooh. Just keep overlooking things. All right. And we have one more demonstration. Mickey's going to go for a ride, because this is fun too. All right, I'm going to clear the lunch boxes. This is a Mickey Mouse, and it pretty much speaks for itself. All right, now he's going to take a ride on his tricycle. See? Oh, he's going to hit Donald. Okay, let's try it one more time. There. See? Yeah, that's fun. All right. So before we get to, we have a main feature here. We're going to talk about a character that is kind of separate from the Disney world. And you generally know the character, or you're going to learn all about him now. And it's the Orange Bird. Now, in 1969, the Florida Citrus Commission wanted to promote, obviously for Florida, the orange growing business and drinking plenty of orange juice. So they approached Walt Disney Productions and said, well, this is what we'd like to do. And can we license one of the Disney characters? Now, understandably, I guess, because Disney had never done that. They didn't want to lend out like Donald Duck at the time or Mickey Mouse to be the spokesman of Florida oranges and orange juice. So they created a separate character just for that. Hence, the Orange Bird. And now, these are all vintage products we're going to show you. Here he is. Here's the Orange Bird. Now, the Orange Bird was marketed at the Disney theme parks, and he was on tons of commercials. And I'm not asking you to leave the Playhouse now, but if you do go to other channels, you'll find a lot of stuff about the Orange Bird. We're just showing you some fun collectibles, right? But the Orange Bird has a very long history, which but he made a comeback several times, and people really generally love the Orange Bird. So there's the nice plush. And then we have a carry-on bag here from Florida. This is 1969, as all the products are that we're going to show you. The orange bird saying, think orange. And then we have a little figure, PVC figure they call it, of the orange bird. You know, realize that my mom loved the orange bird. So again, I thank Mom for having all these products because she eventually knew I'd be showing them in the playhouse. All right, now here's I think I got this one myself though. An orange bird yo-yo. It says, be happy, smile. All right, we're going to attempt this because I tried it, not like we rehearsed, but I try little things before we do an episode here. All right, so it worked, but I didn't have the castle in front of me. All right, here we go. Well, you got the idea. The first one worked nice, but orange bird yo-yo, which is nice. All right, now for new stuff, so we said that the orange bird, this is incredible, really. So because here's a Funko Pop. You know, this was made in 2017, and it was a New York Comic-Con exclusive from Funko, and he's flocked. So I mean, he's fuzzy, and so here's an orange bird, and he's not part even of the Add Icons line. If you know how pop vinyls are named, he's just alone for himself, limited to 1,000 pieces. So there's 999 more orange birds out there for you to find and collect. But nice, this is very nice retro graphics of the orange bird. And I think that'll be it. So I hope you've enjoyed our time into Disneyana, as they call it sometimes. And for now, the playhouse is closed. Thanks, Joe Friday.